They were standing there and watched this kid peel off. He was about 22 years old. It was on a Saturday morning. It was 10 a.m. And he came out of the trailer house when we knocked on the door with a can of beer in his hand. My parents I looked over and I could just tell that they were just absolutely scared to death. There you go. There's my history. All my cars were cheap, Road Runners and such, Chargers, B-bodies. None of them had power brakes. None of them had disc brakes, just like a bunch of Mopars. And here in Garland and Dallas, Texas, didn't know anything. Young kid, I'm asking all these old timers how to convert to power and disc and all this old stuff. And listening to these old timers and ending up with a giant pile of parts in the damn garage that I didn't need. They didn't know what the F they was talking about 10% of it, blah, blah, blah. And I decided to become the preeminent expert. And I was over it. Richard Ehrenberg, great fame and friend of mine, started writing some articles beginning in the 80s on disc brake conversions. He is the authority and published that stuff. Anybody that knows anything knows that the correct way to put disc brakes on a Mopar is essentially to install the 73 to 76 factory Chrysler components. It is the easiest, simplest, fastest, cheapest way. That is what you see out there on the internet in mass. Let me say this again. The 73 to 76 factory Dart sliding caliper design. You can achieve a little bit more power by using the later calipers, 76s with the 2.75 inch pistons. The other ones had the 2.6. That is where your parts come from. So if you need replacement parts, you walk your ass into a national chain store and you go, I need rotors for a 1976 Dodge Dart. I need pads for a 1976 Dodge Dart. And yada, yada, yada. The reason you do that is because everything bolts directly up and it's quick. Now, anybody that wants to go to a four-wheel disc brake, that is way overkill. Rear discs don't give you anything but talking shit power and looks. Remember now, front brakes on any automobile do about 70% of the braking power. Front brakes on an automobile do about 70% of the braking power. So, having disc brakes on the rear don't do a whole lot, but it may look cool for you. Now, disc brakes were designed to be run power assist. I'm going to say it again. Disc brakes were designed for power assist. You need thousands of pounds of clamping of force at the rotors in order for disc brakes to operate correctly. You need thousands of pounds of force at the rotors for disc brakes to operate well. This is going to shock you, and you're going to think that I'm an idiot, but it is a fact. Disc brakes are extremely inefficient. I didn't say efficient. I said they don't work worth the shit. Compared to drum brakes. That is why disc brakes need thousands of pounds of force, and drum brakes only need hundreds or less. Attempting to stop a rotating disc by clamping like that requires thousands of pounds of force and some surface area. Stopping a rotating disc by doing that right there does not take much energy, and that's essentially what drum brakes do. Yes, drum brakes develop their own energy from the rotating mass. So, not only are you with a front disc brake system, do you need power assist? If you exacerbate and compound that problem by trying to run full-wheel manual disc brakes, you're going to have a pile of shit in your driveway that you can't drive. You're going to have a pile of shit in your driveway that you can't drive. And anybody that tells you that mine drives fine is lying to you. Lying to you. That includes people on the forums. They are lying. Go out to the track and do a 60-mile-an-hour stop with a car that has power full-wheel disc brakes next door to one that has manual, and report back to me what the stop and distance variance is. Yes. What makes your kit better than PST? Basically, we're the originators of the disc brake kits. Those things that you see out there are basically copies of our components. These PSTs and these classic industries and yada yada yada. You know, they came to me and begged and pleaded on multiple attempts for me to supply them. I almost did. Met with them several times. And then a couple times I made some appointments and didn't show. I was really torn. Now, when you buy a disc brake kit from Classic Industries or Jegs or anything like that, and you run into a problem and you call them up, do you think that they're going to be able to answer your question? Are they going to tell you about the castle nut on them A-bodies? They going to be able to tell you which way the hose goes? Are they going to be able to tell you that the flathead threaded half-inch bolt in your kit, the only one that's zinced, does not go anywhere else except on the dust shields? No, they not. Because they ain't never done a disc brake swap, they ain't never even touched the stuff, and they don't know anything about it whatsoever. They gonna be able to tell you that you identify a Bendix booster on a B-body because the fulcrum point is 3.25 inches from rear of the case to the center of the eyelet? Nope. They gonna be able to tell you that the dumbbell length on a power brake assembly on a B-body and an E-body varies by about 1/4 of an inch. Only the dumbbell length and nothing else. Nope. They gonna be able to tell you that the only difference between a 66 Hemi power unit and on a Charger on a B-body and a 71 Hemi power unit on a CUDA is the check valve. The pedal link is 1 inch longer. That's the only difference. I can answer any question on Mopar brakes, 62 to 1976, that you may have, possibly have, or can dream up on a long vacation. You can bet your ass. God bless you. God bless America. And happy Mopar.